Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tooblack. Little boys and little girls. The monkey people filing paperwork in the magician's court, in the cunt court, depriving people of their personal property, private property, by crooked means. Right. Right. Today's talk is about Happy New Year. Okay? So, for little boys and little girls, this is a lesson for, little boys and little girls who don't know that today is New Year's, or in a few hours anyway. Checking my clock, I can see it says it's 3:03. Good numbers, 0303. Haha. Good timing. Right. So in about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 4 hours' time, it's going to be the New Year. Okay, so Happy New Year, little boys and little girls. We're not sure what year it is. It's definitely not 2018, but we're going to call it Happy New Year 2018. Right? Some people call it April Fool's Day. Okay. So the April Fool's comes about when the criminals change the calendar over, okay, so that so April is the true beginning of the year. That's when the sun comes back and the new life starts. It's springtime, and it's going to be the morning, or the sun season, if you will. So we're coming out of the dark season into the light season, okay? So in 4 hours' time, we're going to begin the new year. So Happy New Year, everyone, okay? And by the way, the April Fool's Day is when the crooks called the real people, the Gnostics, they called them fools for insisting on their true New Year's. So when they introduced the New Year in January a few months earlier, the Gnostics refused that crap and said, no, we're going to stick to April. So they started making fun of them, saying they're fools. That's why you get your April Fool's Day. But the Gnostics are not fools. These are people with knowledge. So we're going to share some of that knowledge today, because we are also doing symbolism. So it's going to go together. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with understanding of whole and everything. All right. So if you start like that and say, if you draw a circle and that represents everything in existence, because everything is thought, by the way. Everything is thought. Okay. And then the vibration causes light. Light is vibration, by the way. It's nothing else. So is sound. Alright? So everything is thought. So everything within the thought, everything that's ever been created, everything that ever will be created is within the circle. Alright? And that's 360 degrees. Okay. Now, when you see your advertising, or your films, or your TV sets, and the descendants, or the, how do you call them, the lineage of the people who murdered the Gnostics, they put the symbols in the advertising because they have by law to show who they are. So you're going to see the symbols everywhere. Right, and it's to do with numbers and numerology. So if you say that a circle represents 360 degrees, all right, and this camera keeps playing, I don't know what to do with it. Okay, we're back again. Hang on. I'll work it out, don't worry. Maybe if I go out. I need to get somebody who knows how to do this thing to do it for me. Right. We're going to carry on and I hope it stays. Right. In numerology, the 360 degrees would represent completion. All right. So that's everything complete. In numerology, what you do get there is 3 plus 6 plus a 0, and you always end up with magic number 9. All right. So now within this circle, right, where it encompasses everything, there are 2 energies in this circle, right? 2 energies, because everything is energy, by the way. Okay. What they call the higher or upper energies are called positive energies, and the lower ones are called negative energies, right? So the higher energies are electricity, and the lower is magnetism, right? So this would correspond with what people say, good and evil, if you will. All right. So it's the polarity, the negatives, or the opposite. Sorry. Okay. So within the circle, the full circle, is a division, and the division, if you put the line across it, creates 180 degrees. Okay, so that's a division. And the division symbolism is just that. It's a line with doop doop. Alright, so 180 degrees. And then it's the 1 plus the 8. It's going to give you the 9 again. Alright, back to the completion. Alright, so 9 is always the number of completion, or full circle. Alright, so you're going to see the number 9 in the symbolism all the time. And the reverse image for number 9 is number 6. Alright. Now, carries on. Within this also can be represented this. Once you get the division symbolism, once you get the division into the 2, electricity and magnetism, it goes further and it creates the mirror image. So that as above, so below. So whatever happens here in a different degree, but the same thing. So it's a polarity. So how would you put it? Light, if this was light and this was dark, it's the same thing. Light implies dark, right? If this was life, this is death, it's the same thing. It's in the same line. It's the same thing. Life implies death. Love implies hate. Black implies white. That is why you have the black and white symbolism of our buddies, and they'll show you the black and white symbolism a lot. So that's what this represents. Like that. As above, so below. As within, so without. Alright? As within, so without, simply will be taken as meaning that whatever you're thinking about, okay, whatever you focus on a lot is going to manifest. Sorry, that's my thing going off. Right, oh boy, somebody, okay. I got a message, but 3 o'clock, 3:11, good timing. Right, okay, yeah, so what is it talking about? As above, so below, as within, so without. So whatever you occupy your mind with is going to manifest physically at some point, alright? So choose what you think about up here is going to manifest down here. What I mean by light, darkness implies light. If I do it this way, you probably understand it better. If you imagine this is the brightest light there is, the whitest white. This is the darkest dark there is, you see. But in nature, it's never abrupt, it's always gradual, and then it fades into the other one, you see. So the question is, at what degree does light become dark? Or in the rainbow, at what degree does red become orange and orange become yellow? It mixes, or it joins together so much that you don't even see it. That's the point. All right. So this here as well. So if you click that, the angle here, I believe, is 90 degrees, which is 9 plus 0. You end up with a 9. And this carries on forever to infinity. So I could do it again. I can split that into that. It's going to give me 45 degree, and then if I do that, it's going to give me 45. All right. So 45 degrees. 4 plus 5. We're back to 9. Full circle again. All right. So that's how it keeps dividing, and dividing. And the point being that it works as a fractal. So that what's happening outside you is happening inside you as well. All right. So if this was your entire self, then one of these divisions, if you keep going down, would be one of your cells. But put it like this: a stem cell has got everything in it that needs to create any part of the body. So a stem cell can grow into any part of the body. You can also grow into anything you want to grow into if you focus your mind on it. All right. So now, where are we going with this? We're going with this to show what our friends, who are the Roma people, or the hell people. Okay, the hell people, the heaven and hell is this same symbolism. If you do that, okay, and divide it, so you say one is light and one is dark. This would be hell, and this would be heaven. All right, that's all it means. All right, same thing. All right. So if you focus your mind on negative thoughts, the life experiences that you'll have will be negative. If you focus your mind on positive thoughts, 90% of your experiences will be positive. If you focus on the negative, 90% of your experiences will be negative. It's up to you. Everything is mind and your attitude. Okay? So as above, so below. Now, when you go further, we understand this symbolism here. Sorry, I'm going to talk about the cardinal points in a minute, by the way. I get carried away with these things. I just carry on and on and on. Symbolism. This one here. Alright? Now, same thing. Now, in your being, you have your spiritual self and your physical self. Your physical self is a lower variation of your spiritual self. So your physical self would be here. Alright? And your spiritual self would be here. This is the material. This is the immaterial self. Okay? Simply means you're not just here. There's a whole bunch of you, except this other bunch of you is not visible in this light. That's all. But you're bigger than you are. You're not just the physical. You see, there's more of you that is ethereal. You have an aura around you that you're not using and manipulating the way you should. Okay? At the same level, you have your intellectual and your emotional side. Alright? So you have negative emotions and positive emotions. We talk about negative emotions here. The emotions that produce disease and illnesses. The depressive emotions. Okay? So that's the task. So the hell people, hell, alright? These characters who created hell and the buddies, these ones here, they want you to live entirely on your physical dimensions only and ignore your spiritual and your aura, and also your negative emotions only, which are fear emotions, and they don't want you to use your intelligence, because once you find out what they're doing, they're done for. So they've been dumbing down people for quite a while through water. They put stuff in the food, they spray the air, they put stupid programs on television and program people through television. Yeah, it's called broadcasting. Okay, so for little boys and little girls who don't know what these words mean, broadcasting, right? So what you do is you broadcast a spell. In fact, broadcast. So broad is a wide area. Cast is just that. It's a bunch of actors. So broadcasting, it means you're enlisting a whole bunch of actors, right? So you're broadcasting your programs through a channel. So you're channeling energy